Welcome, Libra, to your reading, What's Coming in Love in the Next 30 Days. Libra, this is a timeless reading. You'll find it whenever you're meant to. Please remember that we're only speaking about possibilities. If any of the messages do not ring true for you or you can't relate to it, it simply means that this reading is not meant for you at this time. And please take a look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs to see if there are more relevant messages there for you. Okay, Libra, so let me tell you what I can see here. Okay, so there is now a possibility that this is already happened or it's going to happen over the next 30 days. That you have met somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody or you're going to meet somebody who is very, very strong. Now, this can be a man or a woman, but they are an exceptionally powerful personality. Probably the most powerful person in terms of personality and outlook and determination that you have ever met or gone out with or been in a relationship with. And in relation to your energy, you're coming through as the Queen of Cups, where you are much more feeling based, much more emotional, your entire energy is not saying you're not as strong as them, but the way you perceive things and the way you interpret things is on a much gentler level, not so direct and forthright. And this person's directness, forthrightness, and can be sometimes incredibly harsh for you. And it can wound you, hurt you, make you feel a little bit, wow, did I need that? Did I deserve that? I really don't believe this person comes from a bad place at all. It's just their way. Sometimes, when you're with somebody and you have such a different way of expressing your love language, it can feel, especially for you here coming across as the Queen of Cups, it can feel quite like, wow, I just needed somebody a little bit gentler, a little bit softer, and it can make you feel quite offensive. I think this relationship is going to be, I see it being good. There is just somewhere here that you just need to kind of express and share how you're feeling and why you're feeling, because it's not going to be so easy for them to understand, but you can do it. You have a very, very good way, and I'm also seeing the High Priestess here, which is telling me you have the higher awareness, a higher intuition. You are guided from a higher level on how to do this and how to manage it, because this relationship has potential of being really good for you, of not only in terms of giving you all your wish fulfillment and putting you in a really comfortable position, but I think this person has a lot to teach you, and I think you have really a lot to teach them. It's just about finding a balance where you can communicate safely and that they can understand and you can understand where they're coming from. So let's take a look at your romance angel cards to see what your angels have to tell you. The first card we're getting, I should say, is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So here we have it. There is something special here, Libra. There is something very special, even though it has this element of like not finding common ground on where you can communicate and understand. Give it a chance. Work on it. You have the intuition and the emotional IQ to do this, and this person is incredibly, incredibly smart. If you just have to find a way to reach them in a language, in a way that they understand, and I promise you they will be able to. They're going to do their best to make you happy. So let's give this a chance. Trust This situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is coming right on our Nine of Wands, is where you're just about ready to give up. You're feeling so like depleted, worn down. But there's something here. There is something here. And I want you, if you can, of course, everybody's different. And, you know, if this feels too much for you, honestly, Libra, you can walk away and it'll be the right thing to do. But for those of you who just have a little bit more energy to kind of work on it and see it through, try. Because there is definitely something here. And then I get the card engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. My feeling is, if you are able to speak to this person in a way that they don't feel threatened or accused, you know, like there's no finger pointing, and just let them know that you're just having two different ways of expressing your love language, literally, and that you just need them to kind of meet you halfway, there is something amazing that can come out of this. There is something amazing that can come out of it. I want to now pull the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards just to get some messages from your guides in terms of this relationship. So the first card I get is Unconditional Love, Divine Mother. Okay. There is a big love here. There is a big love here, Libra. And, you know, sometimes, I know that, you know, when you hear people say sometimes love is just not enough. I think because you really sometimes you just don't understand each other, because you're operating at such different vibrations. But if you can work on it, and find this common ground, it'll be wonderful. You know, for some people, you won't be able to find that common ground, and that's also okay. That's also okay, because if you cannot find common ground, you don't want to be left in this position all the time. Like I said, this is going to be different for everybody. The next card I get from your guides is the Devotion, Nature Spirit. Okay, so here I want to tell you that there is so much you can do, and it will work, and you will find your peace on common ground, or it won't. There is only so much you can do, and then the rest you have to leave up to the universe to take care of. You can give it 200%, they can give it 200%, and I think for a lot of you it will really work. And there are going to be some that it just doesn't, and it doesn't matter. If it doesn't work, you know what? It was an experience, and there is something else waiting for you. So I think this is just, you know, in terms of devotion, there is so much you can do, and then you have to trust and let go, and let God take over, and let the universe take over, and see how it comes about. The last two cards I want to pull for you is the energy I would like you to work with over this period, just to help facilitate the situation. The first card we get is the White Raven Spirit, Trust the Magic. Okay, so there is something at play here. There is something at play here, and you've got trust actually twice. I think this situation definitely calls for a little bit of trust. Let it unfold naturally. Let's see what comes about, and just have trust. The next card I get for you is Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Oh wow. So this is so beautiful, because there's something deeper here. There's something deeper here, and if you can just have the higher perception to see above it and give it a chance, I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. So there you have it, dear Libra. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please take care of yourselves.